what happens on a page. Okay, so we see the microservice again, and but now what happened? The connection is refused. Something isn't working with Python code. It's running on localhost and development machine. Why is this the case? Because if you develop locally, you should have the microservice also. By default, Inzeri expects the microservice to be local as well. So you can, you have to start the microservice that you're working with locally. And it's also defined in the environment variables here. So you see, this is the machine reasoning JSON environment is you could change it here. You could change it to the server. This and on the test, it's here. This is quite interesting. It's running in a Docker environment. I wanted to show you this as well. I don't think you have enough time. And here you have to put the Docker, the name of the Docker container, because this request will be sent to Node.js, which is running in Docker container. So Node.js being in a Docker container of the same Docker Compose deployment knows how to reach this container with this name. So this is knowledge you need as a core developer, what this means. But here it's just localhost because you just have everything running on localhost over Docker. This also enables you though to launch the Python of the microservice under this port and then develop both together if you want to change something in the microservice. So I have started the Docker container and now it's working again. Just takes a little while to reload. Yeah, okay, it updated and now the output that we have already seen before, and the bar chart is working again. And now we're going to the page component and we're starting, you see here ng after view checked. So the page component, app page component.ts continuously checks if the page parameter changes, and if it changes, it sets the reload variables to true. There's also enhancements, lots of enhancements could be done for the speed up, but also always different aspects. This should be a service, but we have done it this way. And it always works, but we have to replace it. But it goes to this component now that this enabled us to do some things asynchronically. I'm just searching for this component now, and we can here load variables. Now it goes to this component because the page ID has changed and it reloads. If it's true, it's a little bit asynchronc. Has to be some stuff done on the same time. You're updating the page, you're sending your request to MongoDB, and you get all the app spec and all of those things that you need on the page. Yeah, and now there's if everything has been done in this component, we emit the variables, open apps in this page, and back to the page component. And the action, so action, we used project we used to call action, but this is actually the project. And it has arrived back, and now yeah, the page is loaded. Also, the open apps in this page are also received asynchronously here. And then the open apps are generated, and this open app array it's pushed. Needs to be some performances. I can show you this open app array, which is quite crucial for the whole application. I'll just reload the page. It's taking a little while, maybe because I took a video at the same time. So sorry, it will be a couple of more seconds. Okay, now it's done, and now you see here, you see the open apps here, line 977. See it here. There's 5 apps open on the page, and I opened. So this is the My Files app, and this is the this is another. So we have 2 My Files apps on here, and text list viewer. So here you can also see the text list, this input. So you can. This is quite an important variable here in the page component.ts. And if you go to the page component.html, you see here ng4 let app of open apps.slice. Slice, just if you open a new app, it should be before the other ones. And here it starts where you use this object. This app object contains all the information about the app. Yeah. This all app selectors we already saw before. If we add a new app, we have to include it in this as a child in this parent component. It takes an input the app information, and this is the container for every app. Yeah, and then at some point the data is assigned to the app input. And this is done in this data assignment component. So yeah, you see the path up there again. And so it goes through every, through the app input mapping, where you really see which input of which app is mapped to which part of the JSON of which query. It's not so trivial. And I just wanted to show you one interesting part of the algorithm. I took the comment away here, and so yeah, it's recursive. You'll see it in a moment in the browser. This is one of the complicated algorithms. And this is really quite interesting how you navigate through the JSON to find, because you map not the whole JSON, sometimes with only a certain path to the app input. And now, here, this is done quite often, this algorithm. And now, here we show it. Look, this app SR blah 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 text list. This is the path through the JSON, and at the moment we're at the. No, I'm sorry. I think I also map the response. Yeah. Now, so we see here the result content info text list and path 0. And at the moment we're at depth 0, and which is result here. So here, and this is the response, message, and result. So we do recursively go one depth further and take only this part of the response. So now here it's depth 1 and its content. And we went recursively, we dived into this JSON. And now here again, the depth goes up. And in the end, we arrive at the part of the JSON that we wanted to assign to the app input. So there's some algorithms that are quite essential, and this is one of them, and I'm very proud that it's working. Yeah, but now it's already almost 2:45, so one more time. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the preparations, for all the videos and slides and the work, and yeah, this has been a really, really great conference and day, and it's not over yet, but thank you so much for your attention.